A young woman confronts a man who broke into her north side apartment.
And storm damage around the Chicago area from severe weather. Questions over whether a tornado hit in Wisconsin.
Plus, we are hours away from the White Sox home opener. We're live at Wright Field this morning, streaming at 7 o'clock on this Friday morning.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Good morning. Friday is here.
Yeah, wind it up. Let's take a live look outside. Much calmer now than last night. Hopefully those storms didn't keep you up. They really rolled through, causing some damage. So here's what it looked like in Ogle County. This is near Rockford. You can see the powerful wind appearing to have mangled farm equipment. There are also large trees knocking over in yards, and then some roof damage. There was also damage north of the city. Heisel is in the Weather Center with more.
Good morning. Yeah, we had some storms pushing through. Here's that line as it moved through yesterday in the evening hours. We had one tornado warning. It was in Lake County in Illinois. That same storm did eventually move into parts of Kenosha as well, where we had some damage there, where we had trees that were down and plenty of damage. So something that we will be seeing today is potentially the National Weather Service going out to survey some of this damage to see if it was straight line wind damage, potentially a downburst, or the potential that it was a tornado. So something they will likely go out and survey today. Again, this was in Kenosha, Wisconsin, a storm that was tornado warned in Lake County, Illinois. Today, temperatures here this morning are in the upper 40s and low 50s. As we go into later this afternoon, we will have a big temperature drop here as a lake breeze eventually kicks in. Diane?
Things are slowly getting better on the Bishop Ford. This after two separate crashes. The good news is it does sound like this most recent crash northbound near 103rd is in the wrapping up stages. So hopefully by the time you get there, it'll be all gone. However, we are still seeing about a half mile to a mile of a delay approaching that crash scene with the cleanup process now underway. So a heads up there. If you have to head to O'Hare, no major problems getting there, but once you get there, 166 cancellations there, and then over at Midway, about 19 cancellations. So check with your airline this morning. Val and Terrell?
Okay, got it, Diane. Breaking overnight, a woman was attacked inside her apartment in Chicago's North Center neighborhood. Police say the 23-year-old tried to fight off a man who forced his way in and hit her in the head. She is expected to be okay. This happened near Lincoln and Bertel Avenue just after midnight. Police quickly arrested a 36-year-old man nearby. Charges are pending.
A woman was seriously hurt from being hit by a car on the west side. The woman was walking near Lake and Laramie last night when the crash happened. Police say the driver was trying to turn his car around. Charges against him are pending this morning. And also want to get to a heated meeting over whether Chicago police have helped with federal immigration operations.
Chicago's police superintendent addressed the angry crowds during the meeting in Brighton Park. Lisette Nunez is here now with more on superintendent's message. Lisette.
The Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability voted to recommend that the city's Office of Inspector General investigate possible violations of the city's welcoming ordinance. Superintendent Larry Snelling welcomed the investigation and defended CPD's work. Now, some people have accused the Chicago Police Department of assisting federal immigration agents during Operation Midway Blitz. Neighbors demanded more accountability after last night's meeting in Brighton Park. Now, some of Superintendent Snelling's comments were also met with boos from the audience.
It's really clear that under Superintendent Snelling, if you wear a badge, you can commit whatever crime you want to in Chicago.
What that type of behavior is doing, it's leading to further harm to people who are actually from the community who may be suffering from crimes because now they don't trust their ability to go to the Chicago Police Department and report crimes against them.
Superintendent Larry Snelling pointed out that CPD continues to learn from other cities that were also targeted by immigration operations. He told neighbors his officers were out there working to keep communities safe. Back to you.
Lisette Nunez this morning. Lisette, thank you. Chicago police want to find the person on your screen right now. They're accused in a CTA attack. Police say the suspect made inappropriate contact with a passenger on a Red Line train at the Chicago station last month. If you recognize him, call police. The man accused of killing a Loyola University student now also faces federal charges. Prosecutors say Jose Medina shot Sheridan Gorman at a Rogers Park beach last month. Now he's also being charged with illegally possessing a firearm. Medina is from Venezuela, and Homeland Security says he is in the country illegally, which makes it illegal for him to have a gun.
Turning to the war in Iran, new attacks overnight, including a major attack on a bridge in Tehran. There are reports of dozens of deaths and injuries. Meanwhile, back here at home, President Trump urging Iran to make a deal as Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth fires at a number of Army generals. ABC's Olivia Rubin joins us live from D.C. with those details. Olivia.
Tanya, good morning. President Trump told the American people the war was nearing completion, but overnight he's issued a new warning urging Iran to make a deal, indicating it might not be at the finish line yet.
Overnight, President Trump with this new threat to Iran, saying the U.S. military, quote, hasn't even started destroying what's left in Iran, adding bridges next, then electric power plants. Trump's vow to escalate coming after he told the American people the war was already won, but offering no clear timeline on when it would end.
Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before.
And in a new interview with Time magazine, Trump saying the U.S. blew up 3 Iranian bridges, sharing this video on his social media, smoke billowing into the sky, while warning Iran to, quote, make a deal before it's too late. Iran's foreign minister earlier posting, striking civilian structures, including unfinished bridges, will not compel Iranians to surrender. Iran's semi-official Fars news agency saying at least 8 civilians were killed and 95 injured in a U.S.-Israeli attack on a bridge near Tehran. And now a major shakeup within the military. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth forcing out the Army's top officer, Chief of Staff General Randy George. Sources say Hegseth also firing 2 more Army generals. Hegseth has now fired or sidelined more than a dozen admirals or generals.
And since Trump's speech, oil closed at the highest level since the start of the war. That 11% spike was the largest one-day increase since the spring of 2020. In Washington, Olivia Rubin, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Olivia, appreciate it. Thank you very much. NIPSCO locked out 1,600 workers across northern Indiana. The energy provider says this action will remain in place until the union agrees to the company's last, best, and final offer and a new agreement is reached. But the United Steelworkers call the move a reckless decision that puts profits ahead of our communities. The union is now planning a protest at noon today outside the Maryville facility as negotiations remain stalled. Hundreds of union workers remain locked out of BP's Whiting Refinery 2 after they rejected the company's last offer. The proposal included job cuts, pay reductions, and more AI-based automation. Governor Mike Braun visited the picket line Tuesday, shaking hands with workers and urging both sides to return to the bargaining table. The workers locked out at BP are part of the same union as the NIPSCO employees.
AI may have been used to create nude images of suburban high school students. Lake Zurich High School officials say they first learned about this in late February. They've notified police and contacted families of the impacted students. The school calling this, quote, a disturbing incident, saying more, we are taking this matter with the utmost seriousness as such actions are a fundamental violation of the values that we work to install in our students every day. Aspira Charter Network will officially close 2 of its high school campuses today. That includes Aspira Early College and the Business and Finance School. The Chicago Board of Education voted unanimously to end its contract with Aspira over poor financial management. Students are being transferred to other schools and the staff at both campuses will be let go. Well, the time is nearly here to play ball at Wright Field. The White Sox home opener was pushed to today because of all that weather we had yesterday.
Yep, Stephanie Wade live at the Wright with a look at what is going on today. Hey, Steph, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning, and what a fun morning it's been so far, and still so much more to look forward to here for the home opener. The White Sox taking on the Toronto Blue Jays at 1:10 this afternoon. We just saw the grounds crew. They removed the tarp. They got the field all ready for the game later today. And joining me now to tell us more about what we can expect here is Brooks Boyer. Thank you so much for joining us.
Always great to be here. Happy opening day.
Yes. How excited are you and the team?
I'm always excited. You know, obviously we're not up to the start that we wanted on the field, But when you get White Sox fans back in this ballpark and you get the sights, the sounds, the smells, and just to be able to create the energy here at the ballpark, it's going to be great to get our team back on this field.
You mentioned the smells. I mean, it really smells good. You guys do it right with all the food.
Well, that's one of the things that we take a lot of pride in, is we can't control what happens between the lines when grown men have a round ball and a round bat, but we can control everything that happens outside, and we have amazing partners with Levy and Delaware North, and we just take so much pride in coming out here and adding so much value for the ticket. The food's going to be great, the baseball is going to be great, everything's going to be a lot of fun, and we got some great weather for opening day.
And the entertainment.
Yeah, obviously when you have someone, an international star like Chance the Rapper, Chicago guy, throwing out the first pitch, and then what has become very famous, Leo High School is going to be here to, their choir's here to sing the national anthems, and then you never know what's going to happen at the ballpark, including, make sure you're paying attention in the third inning today. If you're here or on Chicago Sports Network, big surprise, promotion that's never been done before that we are going to be announcing in the third inning.
What a tease, what a tease. So third inning, huh?
Third inning, make sure you're watching the broadcast if you're not here, but come on out, beautiful day. We'd love to have you here. It's going to be an exciting day for White Sox baseball.
I love it. Brooks, thank you so much for joining us.
Always great to be here. Go Sox.
Yes, go Sox. Bye, guys.
Hi, Steph.
See you later.
I like his tie, too.
Yeah,
the Sox lost more than 100 games last season, and 2024, we won't even talk about even worse.
Yep. So that year, the team lost a historic level, breaking the MLB record for most losses in a season. But some Southside, I know, right? But some Southside diehards think things can turn around. Kat from ESPN 1000 says brighter days are coming.
I do think they can do better. I do. But I don't think it's going to be this massive turnaround that some have hoped for and predicted. I don't see this being a 75-80 win ball club. I don't. Simply because they don't have the depth of starting pitching. Shane Smith, their own lone all-star a year ago, their opening day starter, he's got an ERA north of 18 through the first two starts. Now, again, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I just don't see the depth in starting pitching being able to fuel a massive turnaround, but I do think brighter days are ahead.
Okay. We'll take what we can get. Right. Progress.
Right. Optimism.
Exactly.
Eternally optimistic.
There you go. All right.
Your live and local news is just getting started as we stream out loud this morning. So coming up, we are getting a break from the rain. We'll talk about all of that in just a bit.
Yep, exactly. So we're going to visit a local company that's helping astronauts make a successful mission to the moon. And don't let your dream trip turn into a nightmare. The most common spring break injuries that send travelers to the ER. And then Hysol's got that AccuWeather forecast. More rain is in it. Storms too. We'll lay it all out coming up. All right, let's see what we got going on weather-wise today. Pretty picture back behind us. You see the clouds out there this morning.
Yeah, you definitely can all week, except for Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, but we were warned, so that we were going to have this stretch of cloudy, gray, rainy days. We're getting a break from the rain right now, but it won't last long. We got another round of storms expected overnight. Hi, Sol.
We do, but we'll get the Sox home opener going here before that rain gets here. 1 o'clock here for first pitch. It's partly to maybe mostly cloudy, low 50s for our temperatures. 40s though throughout most of the game as we have a lake breeze that kicks in, and then yes, that chance for storms mainly around sunset along I-80 and south of that, and then eventually those storms move north by 11 p.m. and this is about the time that our severe weather threat pretty much ends. And then overnight tonight you'll hear some downpours, rumbles of thunder, some lightning, heavy rainfall. 6 in the morning, still some lingering rain around, and then by lunchtime we clear that out. Temperatures are in the mid 50s. By dinner time we drop to about 50 though, because of a cold front coming in. So upper 50s to start the day, mid 50s around lunchtime, dinner time we're close to 50 on Saturday. Then on Sunday for Easter Sunday, it's cold in the morning in the 30s, close to 50 for that high temperature and breezy. Diane?
So the only delays we're seeing are because of some crashes. So let's get right to the updates there. We're going to start on the northbound side of the Bishop Road because we got word of yet another crash. This time it's approaching 115. So it's really been relentless on the Bishop Ford today between potholes, some standing water and different crashes, cars and ditches. It's just been our hot spot this morning. So expect at least a mile of a delay going northbound approaching 115th. If you want to avoid that entirely, just take I-57 instead. To the tri-state we go, northbound. We've got this crash at Southwest Highway. Initially was taking out the right lane. Just got word that now they've pushed everything onto the right shoulder. We weren't seeing a delay there anyway. All lanes are back open. That's certainly going to help anything that does pop up there. Back to you.
Okay, Diane, thank you. The crew aboard the Orion spacecraft is officially heading toward the moon.
It is the first time astronauts have left the Earth's orbit in 54 years. Last night, Orion flawlessly fired its rockets, propelling them on their 10-day lunar journey. Following the historic burn, ABC's Gio Benitez got a chance to speak with the crew about how it's going so far. One task involved fixing the toilet.
To call myself the space plumber, I like to say that it is probably the most important piece of equipment on board. So we were all breathing a sigh of relief when it turned out to be just fine.
It's crazy that we can communicate with them like this.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Yeah, so cool. Orion now has a date with the far side of the moon. They're expected to arrive on Monday.
Yeah, this is really, really neat.
54 years in the making.
And the technology, of course, today is a lot better than it was when we first attempted this back in the day. And so we're seeing things that we don't normally see, communicating with these guys while we're up there.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Really, really neat.
Next step, landing.
And then after that, Mars.
Whoa. Man, will we be alive for that?
I think it's going to happen in our lifetime.
Okay, because I mean, this was a 54-year gap here.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
I mean, we're going to speed things up.
That's
Okay,
right.
we're
Now
going to
that we're
escalate
here.
it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a Suburban company supplied a small but important part on board the Orion capsule.
Yep. Auto Engineering in Carpentersville made switches used by the crew to pilot the rocket ship. The owner told our Sarah Schulte that he's proud his company was able to contribute to the mission.
Like a D-pad.
It's a metal switch that looks simple from the eye, but this and others sitting on the shelf are highly engineered components that have been tested to be fail-safe.
These switches you cannot find on the wall that would turn on your light switch or on a coffee maker or washing machine. These are switches that were specifically designed for this mission.
3, 2, 1. The mission being Artemis II. The crew inside the Orion spacecraft used the switches to steer and shift between manual and automated piloting systems. The parts are made by Auto Engineering, a small family-owned manufacturing company in Carpentersville. 6 years ago, it won a bid to design components for NASA.
We were asked to design a series of 17 uniquely different switches that had to work in outer space. They always had to work. Sometimes they only needed to work once, but that means they got to make sure that they work.
The testing process for the switches took years. Otto employees worked with NASA engineers, experts, and astronauts to get it right.
We'll put it through vibration and thermal cycling and all these tests, and we'll cycle it maybe 1,000 times, 5,000 times.
For decades, Otto has been designing, manufacturing, and selling controls and communication systems for aerospace and the military.
Otto was founded by my father in the basement of our home in 1961. and he was a mechanical engineer.
Following in his father's mechanical engineering footsteps, Tom Roser is chairman of the company. Over the years, he grew Otto. It now employs over 500 people. Roser says all played a small part in yesterday's liftoff, a proud and emotional moment for the whole company.
Well, I didn't think about Otto, I thought about America. And they got very proud and they thought about Otto.
Otto's mission with NASA is far from over. The company has an order to make more switches. The hope is they will be used to go to Mars one day. In Carpentersville, Sarah Schulte, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
All right.
Really cool.
Yeah, it is. Coming up, you have a chance to win free gas this weekend. The details are just ahead. Oh, look at this. The Obama Presidential Center will offer summer camp opportunities when it opens this June. After School Matters is the center's main youth programming partner, offering paid hands-on programs for teens. The sessions range from sports and the arts to urban gardening and cooking.
Oh, good stuff. And there's a possible solution to the rush for summer day camp registrations with the Chicago Park District. The district is launching a new interactive map with real-time updates so you can see exactly which parks still have openings. Online camp registration kicks off April 20th and in-person sign-in and sign-ups start April 25th.
This is a time parents start thinking about what they're going to do with their little ones during the summer.
Yep.
So take note of that information.
Yeah.
All right. Right now, we're going to join our Good Morning America viewers. Tanya Babbage will have a news update on TV in just a bit. You'll see that here as well.
And when we come back this morning, we are talking deep dish pizza, how you can learn how to make Chicago's iconic dish.
Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:23. I'm Tanya Babbage. A woman was attacked inside of her apartment in Chicago's North Center neighborhood. Police say the 23-year-old tried to fight off a man who forced his way in and hit her in the head. She's expected to be okay. Police arrested a 36-year-old man nearby. This happened near Lincoln and Berthoud Avenue just after midnight. Charges are pending. Let's get a check of the ABC7 AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Jaisol Martinez.
Good morning. We are going to see temperatures kind of all over the place for the day today. 40s and 50s along the lakefront, close to 60 near O'Hare, and Midway close to 70 near Kankakee. That's all thanks to a lake breeze that kicks in. Partly to mostly cloudy for the day today with storms overnight tonight. We could have some of those storms on the stronger side. Then notice here the chance for showers and storms again on Saturday morning. It's breezy. Temperatures are in the upper 50s to start, but by dinner time we drop to about 50 degrees. Then on Easter Sunday, it's dry, it's breezy, and overall a little bit chillier with a high temperature close to 50 degrees. Diane is back with a check on traffic after this break.
If you want total health care from a provider you trust,
Hi, Blair.
right in the palm of your hand, If you want soup, sweatpants, and zero in-person contact. If you want wellness wherever. Our virtual primary care delivers with great website manner.
No worries.
So choose your doctor from our profiles and enjoy the healthiest online relationship you've ever had. House calls have evolved. Advocate Healthcare.
Welcome back, everybody. The Bishop Ford has been a problem all morning long with various crashes, potholes. We'll get to a crash they just cleared in a moment. But first, ongoing situation on the southbound side of I-55 with the continuing cleanup of a crash right past 355. About a quarter of a mile delay still remains there at the scene. Now on to the Bishop Ford, where crews just finished cleaning up the final crash. So it was 3 separate crashes. This one northbound approaching 115. So the little delay we are seeing should get a lot better by the time you get out there. If you want to avoid that entirely, just take I-57 instead. Elsewhere, if you have to head to the airport, we still have some major cancellations at O'Hare. 166 right now. We've got 19 cancellations at Midway. We urge you obviously to check with your airline, but getting there, no problem this morning.
Welcome back, everybody. Time now 7:27. We have another look at your weather and the forecast. The chance of storms overnight, but of course, a great day to have the home opener of the White Sox. The rain will hold off. The weather will be slightly chilly. And today is also Good Friday, ahead of the Easter holiday this Sunday. The 21st annual Way of the Cross will happen later this morning downtown, starting at St. Peter's Church at 8:30. Guests will follow a silent procession through the Mag Mile with reflections and music at 5 stops, including Daly Plaza and the Holy Name Cathedral courtyard. Parishioners and parishes across the Archdiocese of Chicago are also hosting Via Crucis events. Communities from Pilsen to Rogers Park will also hold processions and reenactments of Christ's Passion. A Southside Church is hosting a free gas giveaway tomorrow.
Yeah, it's happening at 10 o'clock in the morning at the BP station on the corner of 139th and Kedzie. The new Friendship Missionary Baptist Church of Robbins says the Easter giveaway is a gesture to help the community in these hard times.
People can't believe that we're doing it. One, because we didn't get any donors. This money didn't come from a business. We didn't get anybody to donate this, or grants or anything like this. I went to the church in December. I said, I have a vision to bless the people. And I told them how much money I want to give away, that $10,000 over the weekend. And my church answered. They stepped up to the plate.
200 drivers will each get $35 in free gas. At last check, the average price of gas in Chicago is $4.42 a gallon. Man, it's getting up there. So get ready to spend in the black on Chicago's South Side tomorrow. The event was such a hit last year. There's an encore along 75th and King Drive. You're encouraged to join your neighbors and support black businesses of every kind, stores, restaurants, and services. Live entertainment, a health fair, and giveaways are part of the celebration. It runs from 10 to 6 tomorrow.
All right, coming up this morning, streaming at 7, a set of twins and a set of triplets who all bleed orange and blue. We are introducing you to a local family who may be the biggest Illini fans out there.
Plus, playing video games on a 6-foot tall movie theater screen. one of the many things happening in the Chicago area this weekend.
And learn how to make one of Chicago's most iconic eats, deep dish pizza. We're back.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
Good morning and welcome back. Live look outside. I mean, it's still pretty nonetheless. Mm-hmm. And it is Good Friday.
Hey, amen.
Good Friday morning.
Right.
So,
People have the day off today.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
Yeah.
All right, back at it. High Cells in for Tracy. You got some good news for us in the weather department?
Yeah, decent news.
For the Sox game.
For the Sox game. We're not dealing with rain and storms or severe weather for the first half of the day. Temperatures at 11 a.m., 50s to near 60 degrees. And then take a look as we head towards 2 p.m. So first pitch might still be a little bit on the mild side, and then it'll feel chilly because of a lake breeze that kicks in around 2 p.m. Close to 60 degrees near O'Hare and Midway, and then closer to 70 degrees for areas south. Then eventually that lake breeze kicks in and most of us start to see that temperature drop. But there's still a warm front trying to lift overnight tonight, and so because of that, we'll have that chance for strong storms around sunset, and then temperatures tomorrow in the upper 50s. Diane?
All right, let's go outside, talk about what we've got going on. So volume of traffic has been really light all morning long, but we've had several incidents. So this one almost wrapped up. Southbound I-55 had a crash past 355 Cruiser in the final stages of clearing that crash there. There was a crash near 115th on the inbound side of the Bishop 4 that they're wrapping up, and then a live look outside. If you have to head to the airport, we still have 166 cancellations at O'Hare, 19 over at Midway.
All right.
All right. So we are a little more than 24 hours away from the national semifinal game between Illinois and UConn in Indianapolis.
Yeah, the Illini are in the NCAA Men's Final Four for the first time in 20 years. They face a UConn team which beat them by 13 very early in the season at New York's Madison Square Garden. But that was then. This is now.
Right.
Kat from ESPN 1000 says he thinks this is Illinois' time.
Not only is Illinois going to win tomorrow over Dan Hurley and UConn, they're going to beat them by 5 or more. I'm telling you, they will knock out UConn. They can win the national championship. I love their head coach, Brad Underwood. They're playing for the title on Monday. Mark it down.
Playing for the title on Monday. So tip-off tomorrow night, 5:10 Chicago time. The winner of that game will face the winner of Michigan and Arizona, two top-tier teams, and we'll see which one of them advance to the final.
Gosh, what's going through their heads at this point?
Oh, man.
I don't know a lot about sports, so why did it take so long to get to this game?
Oh, you mean how we start? Like you start with the you start.
No.
Oh.
I mean, the last time they played was last weekend.
Oh, you're saying,
it took a whole week.
yeah.
Like, I feel like usually with the March Madness, it's like back to back to back to back.
And then the national championship. I think they slowed it down a little bit, right? I think after the Elite Eight, I think they paused for a week to get to the Final Four. But you're right. Like it used to be.
Drum up excitement.
Yeah.
Because it is fast between tomorrow and Monday.
Mm-hmm. That is
once
true.
we know tomorrow.
Right.
Then
Monday's here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they don't have any time to rest, and that's usually how it goes. It's like they just got to keep going.
Going. They do it in football too, I guess. Right before the Super Bowl, once we know they take the 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's going to be really exciting for us around here. I was almost shocked at how confident Cap was.
He was very confident.
That the Illini are going to win this game,
Yeah.
and they're going to play for the title. He says they're going to play for the title on Monday. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see them take the whole thing.
Wow.
But
that would be something else.
Be something for the city for sure.
Yeah.
State.
For the state.
For the state. We'd have to take this show on the road.
I'd be down for that.
Right. Tuesday morning.
Champagne, here we come.
Road trip. Who's driving?
Yeah.
Me, I'll drive.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'll always drive.
Okay, good.
Done. Love
Done, because I'm going to take a nap.
Wake me up when we get there.
Right. Eat the snack.
I was going to say I'll bring the snacks.
Yeah. There you go. Done. Sounds like a party.
Oh, man. So while the players and coaches are certainly ready to take on UConn, fans are trying to contain their excitement.
Yeah, for some of them, it is a family affair. John Garcia introduces us to several generations of Illini alumni.
The Fighting Illini are in the house, the big house they took to the practice floor in preparation for the big game on Saturday. Kevin O'Brien still has to work this week, but he's looking forward to a special time with his family this weekend.
You could wait your whole lifetime before you get another opportunity. So when our boys were right, they said, no, we should really take advantage of it.
O'Brien is a 1987 Illinois graduate. 5 of his 7 siblings are also Illinois grads, including his twin sister, Kathy. So when O'Brien's own kids were born, he and his wife have triplets, 2 boys and a girl. He raised them in the orange and blue tradition, just like his parents did to him, but based on academics and the value of a state school.
And that was kind of something drummed into us growing up, is you want to get the best bang for your buck. And so I think that's where a lot of it came from.
All 3 graduated last year and are now working full-time, but they've also been enjoying the basketball team's success this season. When O'Brien was growing up, the Illini were rarely good in major sports, but he's always been a fan regardless, and that made it easier to bring the kids. They've had many family outings, experiences together, going to the campus and to games.
One of the upsides was, when they were younger, it was easier to go to a game because they weren't all sold out and you get tickets very inexpensively. So we took full advantage of that.
This season is a different story. Final 4 tickets cost a small fortune. They won't be in the front row, but the O'Briens will be there, and that's all that matters.
To experience this as fans together is really looking forward to it.
John Garcia, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
I mean, how many Illini people do we have in the building?
It's like half the place.
So
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. Just about. It's
a lot of them.
Yeah.
He was talking about the importance of going to a state school, getting more. You get a lot for less money of tuition.
Is it really less money anymore, though? I wonder.
I think
things are so expensive anymore.
Yeah, but compared to private, you're
True.
Still coming out on top.
and it's a great education.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
it really
Right
is.
here at home.
It really is.
Right here at home. Yeah. John and Ryan, by the way, are in Indianapolis for tomorrow's big game.
Lucky Ducks.
Yep. Live coverage begins later on today. We're streaming out loud this morning. We'll get a break in. Back with more right after this.
All right, temperatures today will be falling as the lake breeze kicks in, but for right now, it's mild out there, partly to mostly cloudy. And by 1 o'clock for the Sox home opener, temperatures might be right around 50 degrees and falling into the 40s as we have that chilly lake breeze kicking in. Then tonight, we have the chance for storms, and some could be on the stronger side. Although there's a lake breeze kicking in and really kicks in through the second half of the afternoon, there's also a warm front trying to lift at the same time. So because of that, we have the chance for strong to severe storms, and that's looking like it's mainly along and south of I-80, but something we will be watching pretty much from about 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. around that time frame. By midnight, that severe weather threat is over. Then overnight tonight, you will hear some rumbles of thunder, maybe some pockets of some isolated flooding since we've already had so much rain. And then notice here 6 in the morning tomorrow, we're looking at just a few showers around, and then by lunchtime we dry things out, mid-50s for our temperatures, close to 50 degrees by dinner time, close to 50 for our high temperature on Easter Sunday. It's dry and breezy, and then chillier Monday and Tuesday. Diane?
So, Heisel, now that the sun is out, now that we've got more field crews out there, we're getting more storm reports, more damage reports. So right now out in Woodstock, just got word that Route 120 is completely shut down between Wonder Lake and Thompson because of a really large tree that's down in the roadway. So it's a hazard, obviously, that's why they shut it down. And we are still getting reports of high standing water in some spots and other storm damage in others. So just be in tune with that because, again, now that the sun is up, we're starting to get those reports more and more. As far as driving conditions go, very light volume of traffic with this Good Friday holiday, but we are seeing some on the inbound and outbound side of the Eisenhower, very, very minor. Still some delays on the inbound side of the Stevenson after a much earlier crash at Central. Now it's all gone. Bishop Ford finally recovering after 4 different crashes this morning. Only a slight delay coming inbound, approaching the Dan Ryan, approaching 95th. Slight delays on the outbound side of the Kennedy heading out to the airport. We still have a crash northbound on the Tri-State right at Southwest Highway. It's on the shoulder, but it's causing about a half mile of a delay. So just a heads up there if you are taking the Tri-State this morning. Time now for Festival Friday. Skydive Chicago hosting a family-friendly Easter celebration featuring a festive egg hunt and then a special skydiving arrival by the Easter Bunny. This event includes a hot chocolate bar with homemade treats, so you're encouraged to bring your own baskets to collect those eggs. The support group will celebrate the opening of its new office and 37 years of empowering Chicago youth with a private ribbon cutting and donor appreciation event. It'll feature a fireside conversation with the co-founders and a silent auction fundraiser to support their youth leadership programs and so much more. The 52nd annual, can you believe it, Northwestern University Dance Marathon is back this weekend. Hundreds of students will dance non-stop for 15 hours beginning at 6 p.m. It's all to support Bare Necessities Pediatric Cancer Foundation and the Evanston Community Foundation. And for the first time, the villages of Homewood and Flossmoor coming together along with the Park District to team up to host a large-scale community cleanup day on Saturday in celebration of Earth Day. I just got an update on the numbers. Now 300 volunteers have signed up. They're going to fan across the park, streets, downtown areas to beautify the community. And McHenry Outdoor Theater opens today, and Super Mario fans will get a shot at playing some video games on a 100-foot wide, 6-story tall screen. Movie goers heading to see the new Super Mario Galaxy film will even get a chance to win some prizes. Back to you, Val and Terrell.
That's awesome.
It really is.
Big old screen. Diane, thank you. Nearly 9 million vehicles are expected on the Illinois Tollway over the Easter holiday weekend. Today is expected to be one of the busiest days with close to 2 million vehicles expected on the tollway. To make the drive easier, the tollway will suspend most lane closures from noon through 9 a.m. on Monday. So noon today through 9 a.m. Monday morning. People should still plan ahead and to drive safely out there if you plan to head on out. And with the spring travel rush picking up, safety should be on the list of things to watch out for. ABC's Rena Roy takes a look at common preventable injuries that send vacationers to the ER.
Sunbathing, swimming, drinking with friends, whether it's spring break or a long weekend trip, Dr. Kevin Friels at Orlando Health Melbourne Hospital says these enjoyable pastimes contribute to an uptick in emergency room visits this time of year.
I think you can really sum it up in 3 main topics. Those 3 main topics are the weather, the water, and what I like to classify as the extracurricular activities.
He says weather injuries are often caused by prolonged sun exposure, which can lead to dehydration and other heat-related illnesses.
The 2 most presenting symptoms of dehydration or heat-related illnesses are altered mental status, decreased sweating, and then also you look for change in your urine color. Darker urine is not good.
To prevent this, Dr. Friels says to apply and reapply sunscreen, at least SPF 30, drink water throughout the day, especially when consuming alcohol, and be aware of side effects to medication that could intensify dehydration or sunburning. If you're going swimming, have a swim buddy.
If you cannot swim, wear a life jacket. If you don't want to wear a life jacket, don't go above your waist.
And keep a close eye on kids when near the water.
I have shed too many tears with families that have lost kids in pools.
Then there are those injuries from what Dr. Friels refers to as extracurricular activities. He says they're often alcohol related.
Car surfing, climbing balconies, riding e-bikes without helmets, drinking and driving, not obeying traffic signs or speed limits.
Prevention can include being aware of your surroundings, wearing a helmet on bikes and e-bikes, and having a ride plan to get home if you're out drinking. Rena Roy, ABC News.
All right, Rena, thanks. Much more as we stream out loud this morning. This weekend marks Deep Dish Pizza Day, where you can go to learn how to make the pies, the iconic ones from Chicago, coming up.
This is my first week back.
1, 2.
Well, this weekend is National Deep Dish Pizza Day. Deep dish is iconic to Chicago, and people travel from all over the world just to try it.
Yeah, Pizzeria Due in River North has been serving it for 80 years now, and now they're teaching you how to make your own. And Chef Rachel Mihich is here this morning from Pizzeria Due. Chef, nice to have you this morning.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back with you guys again.
I know. Good to see you always.
Yeah, so look, I'm really good at eating deep dish. I don't know a thing about how to make it. So is it something that you can even try at home?
Yeah. To be honest with you, like we teach a class, but we actually send you home with a little instruction book on your own. People do say the water makes a difference. I don't know if that's true necessarily, but you can even buy a pan and take it home with you and use one of our pans.
That's what I was going to say. What pan would you make it in? Because yours is going to make it better.
Yeah. I mean, people at home, if they don't want to take one of our pans, you can get you can use a springform pan or even like a deeper cake pan you can use. I've done that in the past as well myself.
Okay, so let's talk about Pizzeria Uno and Pizzeria Due. Yeah. You guys, I would say it's like cousins, right? Or is it more like sister brother?
Sister brother.
Okay, explain that.
Yeah, so Pizzeria Uno was started in 1943 by Ike Zool and Ricky Ricardo, not Lucy's husband. Completely different person. Ike and Flo had moved up here from Texas, and they actually wanted Tex-Mex. They tried to open a Tex-Mex restaurant, did not work. It was not good. And I mean, I get it. We didn't have a large Latino population up here at that point.
Sure.
So I don't know exactly what happened. The the food was bad. Ike was sitting at the bar with Ricky drinking. He goes, I don't know what we're going to do. This is just now a bar. We don't want to do that. Someone in the kitchen had been proofing a dough for something out. They threw it in a pan, threw it in the oven for 45 minutes, and out came deep dish.
Wow.
It was a very just happenstance kind of thing. And then he started just giving the pizzas away at first. You came to drink, you just went home with a large pizza.
Yeah.
And then he started selling it, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, this is great. He had a line around the block, didn't own the whole building, so he bought 619 North Wabash and opened up that as Dewey in 1955.
Wow.
So Dewey's more so the deep dish side of pizza, or they both serve deep?
Yeah, we both serve deep dish. Uno only does deep dish. We introduced thin crust in like probably about 2018.
Okay, what's this?
So this is a gluten-free.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yes.
And it's our veggie extravaganza, and I did vegan cheese as well for
Thank you, my dear.
It is actually, we don't make the gluten-free crust ourselves, but it is a very, very good crust. People love it, so that is that. And then we have all of our deep dishes as well.
Okay, and you're hosting a deep dish. Look, I'm rolling up my sleeves. You're hosting a deep dish pizza cooking class.
Yes.
So I take it these are for us, right?
Yes.
So what does that entail?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you sign up for the class.
Yeah, we'll show you how to make the dough. You don't make the dough in the class mainly because it takes about 24 hours to proof.
Okay.
So we have the dough already ready for you. But we'll teach you how to spread it out into the pan. You can top it yourself. We'll cook it for you in the oven. Our kitchen's a little small, everybody back there. And then you'll learn the history just like I told you. You'll have a salad while you're waiting for the pizzas, and you get to eat your own creation.
And I mean, like, this is a great, like, date night event or anything. Maybe girlfriends want to get together and do something. Okay, you're going to show us the trick. I love these little sizes.
Yes, yes. These are the individual sizes. This is what you'll make at home, or probably make at the class. So we're gonna press it out. We already have a lot of oil in the bottom. The oil is incredibly important.
I was just going to ask because there's a lot of oil in there.
Yes.
And what kind of oil?
This is a mixture of corn and olive oil.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what gives
that's what
our
you're
pizza the corny kind of flavor.
Okay.
Yeah. You need to help.
Just just trying to get my apron on.
Oh, yeah.
So when is this next cooking class coming out?
Yeah, so we actually are having one tomorrow at noon in honor of Deep Dish Pizza Day. Now, granted,
Nice.
Deep Dish Pizza Day is on Sunday, but it is Easter, so we
Oh, yeah.
completely understand if people are going to be celebrating with their families. So we decided to do it tomorrow. We have a lot of space available, so you can go online and.
Oh, you're good. You've got like the little fingerprint.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at that.
My crust is going up too high, but I mean,
That's okay. As long as it doesn't go above the ridge of the pan, you're good. But we tell people about an inch.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, and then what's next?
Next is cheese. Cheese is very, very, very important. It keeps the sauce from getting into the crust and soaking up into the crust because you don't want soggy pizza.
Okay.
Now, we normally do about 2 slices over at Dewey, but you can do as many as one. This is your pizza, you know? And then toppings are next. This is what you'll normally get at the class. We have pepperoni, green peppers, mushrooms, onions, and spinach. And we just tell people, put whatever you want on there. We will do whatever you want.
This is fun.
Love it.
I think it's time to take these gloves off and eat some pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you just would throw this in the oven when you're all done, and then you have deep dish, right? Is that how it goes?
Well, we gotta put the sauce on.
Oh, the
first.
sauce.
Sauce
Okay.
is important. You
Got it.
can't be a sauceless pizza.
Yeah.
But we'll put the sauce on top, and we'll put it in the oven for you, and then there's your deep dish.
Done.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Rachel. And of course, you can see today's segments and find out more information on our news app and website. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Taking a look at the morning's top stories, the White Sox play their first home game of the season at Wright Field today. The Sox will take on the Toronto Blue Jays later this afternoon. First pitch scheduled for 1:10.
The Fighting Illini are set to take on UConn for the second time this season, only this time there's a lot more on the line. Illinois is in the Final Four, just one win away from heading to the NCAA championship. Tip-off just after 5 o'clock tomorrow. If the Illini can win it all, it would be the first national title for the University of Illinois.
Wow.
John Garcia, Ryan Cheverini in Indianapolis for tomorrow's big game and hopefully the next and final big game. Live coverage begins a little bit later on today.
All right. Well, coming up on Windy City Weekend, it's my first day back. Yeah. And Ryan's not here, of course. Of course. Actor and Chicago native Harry Lennox is going to be stopping by to tell us about the revival of the iconic play Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. And film critic Richard Roper is going to be reviewing Zendaya's latest movie, The Drama. That's all coming up this morning at 11:30.
Looking forward to it.
Yes. So that's going to do it for this streaming hour. If you're just joining us, the news never stops. We've got more headlines plus weather and traffic coming up live at 8 a.m.
Hey, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Get some pizza.
Yeah, Pizza and su casa right next door.
Some tacos.
Make it an event. Yes. Yes.
This has been Eyewitness News, streaming at 7. Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:56. I'm Tanya Babich. Illinois basketball fans are heading to Indianapolis for this weekend's Final Four. Brad Underwood's Illini are getting ready to face UConn in the national semifinal tomorrow afternoon. It is Illinois' first Final Four in 21 years. If the Illini